Oh man, I'm excited. The countdown to the 2024 whitetail season is officially on. It's mid-July. I'm at our hunting lease up in northern Michigan. It's 640 acres. It's an exact square mile, and I am up here getting trail cam set up, just dialing in certain aspects of the property before we really get into the season. So one of our new partners for this year is Stealth Cam. If you're not familiar with Stealth Cam, you should absolutely go check them out at stealthcam.com. But we have a brand new game trail feature on Outdoor Hub that Stealth Cam is powering with their cameras that I think you guys are really gonna like. So we'll be uploading our photos from our hunting lease, some of our outfitter partners across the country, and we're giving you the chance to upload your photos as well. So you should absolutely head over to outdoorhub.com, check it out, and check out the opportunity to upload your Stealth Cam photos. And no hunting season is complete without some new products to test out. Stealth Cam was nice enough to send us their brand new Revolver Pro 360 cellular trail cam. This is an absolute game changer. I am so excited to be talking to you guys about this, but also to be using this on our property. We have this set up in 3 different locations, and the feature set, the controls, everything that I've experienced so far has me excited to continue watching what's happening on the property as we approach whitetail season. So just like you would assume from the name, the Revolver Pro 360 takes 360-degree panoramic photos. You know, when you stop and think about the way the trail cams historically have worked, you have a single point of capture, you're facing out, you're on a tree, you're missing a lot. There could be deer or other animals that are passing behind your camera, things that you just can't see, which really impact the way that you can manage and see what's happening on your property. So with the 360, the Revolver Pro 360, you can place this in the middle of a field, on the fringe of a field, and the camera itself will take a succession of 6 shots in a circle around the camera. So it has a revolving wheel inside of the camera housing, and the single camera sits on that, and it goes point to point to point, and it takes a 360-degree photo, which when you look at it, you're like, oh wow, I've been missing this and I didn't even realize it. And it's not just 360-degree photos. You can do 180 degrees, you can do time lapse, you can do videos, and you have incredible controls within the Command app, which is Stealth Cam's mobile application for iOS and Android that you use to control all of your cameras. And speaking of the Command app, I have to say that I've been extremely impressed with it. You know, there's a number of features in there that I haven't seen with other trail cam partners that we've worked with in the past or just used. One of which is on-demand photos that really are almost instantaneous. So you can go into your app, you can select your camera, and this applies to almost all of the Stealth Cam cameras. You can hit that on-demand button and it will immediately send a note to that camera, and it will take a picture or video and it will send it right back to you. I tried it out, you know, when we first got it, and I've continuously tried it, and it's typically anywhere from 30 seconds or less that you actually get that media file back from the camera, which is really impressive. And the way it's doing that is that the Revolver Pro and almost all the other Stealth Cam cameras have dual cellular connectivity. So they use both AT&T and Verizon to connect to networks. Whereas traditionally with other brands, you may have to choose one network or another and know which tower is going to be closest to your camera. But with the Revolver Pro 360, you don't have to do that. You place your camera and it will automatically connect to whichever tower has the strongest signal, and it'll bounce back and forth without you needing to do anything. It's a great feature and something that I think everybody's going to want in a remote camera. Because we're not all fortunate enough to live next to our property, you want to make sure that you can access, you know, all of the media files that you're capturing. So in terms of media capturing, the Revolver Pro 360 can capture all the way up to 40 megapixels, which is in line with the brand new iPhone, and 1440p video with audio. And you can select those right within the app. It gives you the option to be able to go through and change what type of media you're capturing on the fly, regardless of where you're at. That goes back to the connectivity point that I mentioned before with the dual networks. You know, another thing to think about is the detection range. So 80 feet is the standard for Stealth Cam cameras. The Revolver Pro 360 has 100 feet. So not only are you getting a 360-degree view, but you're getting an extra 20 feet of detection range as well. And this is capable of daytime and nighttime photo and video. So regardless of the time of day or night that something's coming through your camera or your game trails that you have set up, the Revolver Pro 360 has got your back. So in terms of placement, with the Revolver Pro 360, you may want to place this in the center of a field, and if you do, and even if you don't, this comes with a T-post connection system. So it has a little clip that goes inside of the camera or inside of the back of the camera housing. It fits in one of the nubs on a T-post, and then it has a plate that you screw into the back of the camera, which honestly I think is a really smart move for stealth cam, because you want to have 360 degrees. You may not want to place it on a tree. Obviously, if that's the only place you can do it, that's fine, because you can switch to 180 degree mode, so you're not capturing pictures of trees during the night. But stealth cam has thought through almost all of the mounting scenarios you may fall into, and I think that this is going to come out of the box with exactly what you need. So a few of the other features in this: it is compatible with hunt stand. So if you're a hunt stand user, you can integrate your stealth cam command profile into hunt stand, and you'll be able to see your photos, manage locations, and do some other things within there. So stealth cam has taken everything to another level. You know, this year is all about refinement and new technology, and I think stealth cam is hitting it out of the park, especially with the Revolver Pro 360. You know, my hunting spot, we call it the range because it has a giant sand berm that goes up in the back of it. It's about a 1 acre plot, and the other night I had a giant black bear, or giant from Michigan black bear, cut through that property. And it was just really cool to see, because where it was would not have been captured in years past because of where I placed my cameras. But I was able to catch it on the Revolver Pro 360, and there was a porcupine in there. I don't know if the bear was considering it, but that would have been amazing footage to capture, and I'm hoping that he comes back and I get something like that again. So head over to stealthcam.com, check out the Revolver Pro 360 and all the other cameras that they have. Also head over to outdoorhub.com to check out the game trail. If you're using stealth cam products, I highly encourage you to submit your photos so we can feature them. And who knows, you know, you might see it on our social page and an email. But we want to hear from you guys, and we want to see the photos that you're capturing on your stealth cam as well. So stealthcam.com, outdoorhub.com, and happy hunting this fall.